Welcome to Around the Track with our guest, Dale Earnhardt Jr. So, with car owner and driver and now broadcaster, I mean, you've done a lot of different things within the sport, outside the sport. I'm curious, is there any one experience that's been the most rewarding throughout your career?
Wow, throughout my career. I mean, winning races, definitely winning Daytona 500, winning the big races, the All-Star race as a rookie. Nothing's ever going to be that cool for me in my professional life. Watching my daughter be born, those type of things in my personal life will always kind of stand out and never be topped. I'm having a great time as a broadcaster, and it is something that, like, when I think about what I wanted to be when I was young. Well, I wanted to be a race car driver. I got to do that. I got to do that for 20-some years, and I still got a lot of life left, and I still got something else I want to be, and I think it's a broadcaster. I really would love to be a broadcaster for 10, 15 years.
It's fun, isn't it?
Right. And however long I feel like I'm wanted, and people think I'm worth being in there, I'd love to do it. And so, after that, I'll probably just, be done and go hang out at the house.
Well, the cool thing, I think, for you and for me too, but first of all, is hearing your passion come out. When I think that's what I heard, what I resonated with, and I think most fans that are liking what you're doing is you're truly a race fan,
Yeah.
and you are knowledgeable, but your passion for what's happening out there, and I can relate to that because I can't wait to see every green flag and see how this thing unfolds.
Right.
And it's obvious you hear that when you're doing the broadcast.
Yeah, one thing that I noticed that I didn't see on the track. So when I was in the car, I knew how hard I was working, but I didn't know about everybody else. And from that point of view in the booth, when you're plugged into the race the whole day, you're not getting up, going to the fridge, you're not talking to your buddy on the couch. You're watching everything happening. You're seeing the numbers, the information. I mean, you're just consuming the race as intently as you can. How hard all the other drivers are working.
Yeah.
First and last. I mean, they are all. And I kept saying that throughout the year because I was like, I just can't believe how hard they work. Mm-hmm. Like, I knew I was working hard when I drove, but I didn't know everybody else was digging so dang hard,
Yeah, you're focused on the one or two ahead of you and the one or two behind you.
I mean, these guys are giving it all they have every lap, and the intensity on the track surprised me. And I felt like that, man, the drivers don't get enough credit for how hard they're going because they were digging, and that surprised me the most.
And it's hard to make, if you're watching from TV or at home in the grandstands, to really relate to what amount of effort
it is. Yeah. And I think that's where that energy came from because I was like, whoa. I mean, I knew that it's going to be fun to watch a race, and, ooh, that's cool. But this is impressive.
Yeah. That's what makes the visor cam, I think, so cool. That's the most, I think, truest way to see what those guys are doing.
The visor cam, I love that. I love the roof cam and seeing the guy in front of that car work. Mm-hmm. You can see him, the car moving, and you know how crazy that is as a driver, right? And you're like, oh, man, look at that car.
If you see the car moving, it's a big moment.
Yes. You're like, God dang, he's on top of the wheel. It's awesome. We had a great time. I'm jealous because you get to call 500, Daytona 500.
Listen, I'm jealous because you get to do the playoffs.
Well, maybe one season we ought to switch just for fun. But
I'd like to check that out. That'd be good. That'd be fun to mix it up. You're a car guy. I mean, you've always have been. You've had some cool cars. Curious, dream car, if you don't already have it in your garage. And, of course, we gotta throw some paint in there. Right. So dream Axalta paint color.
Orange. So I love orange.
You're an orange guy. It's on your logo.
I know. I love orange. I think orange. I love orange. I'm an underdog kind of guy, and orange to me is like the underdog color. Not a lot of people are big orange fans, I guess, but everybody loves blue and red and all that. But orange, a good, not a neon or anything like that, or any kind of a burnt orange. Something just kind of straight down the middle. And as far as the car, a Nomad, a Chevy Nomad.
Ah.
Yeah, like a 55, whatever.
They raced those at one time, didn't they?
I don't think
NASCAR?
so.
I thought there was a Nomad race
Nomad's
car.
like a
I'm around
wagon.
DW a lot. See,
Yeah.
he takes me
He would-
way
yeah.
back into the history.
A Nomad's a station wagon. And
Oh,
it's like a
okay,
57.
yeah,
think 57
Yeah, I'm
Chevy.
thinking of a different car.
Right.
Yeah.
Think 57 Chevy, but station wagon. I'm a road trip kind of guy. If we're gonna drive, I want to be behind the wheel, controlling the radio, and I want it to be a long trip, right? Just a lot of conversation, a lot of music, and the Nomad will haul everybody, So it's got a lot of room in it. So that's something that Dad had a Nomad, and that thing was polished on the bottom as much as it was on the top. He parked it on top of a mirror so you could see how nice it looked underneath. And I would crawl all over that car when I was younger because it was my favorite piece of his collection. So I've always wanted to own a Nomad. They're not cheap though.
No, I bet they're not in that kind of condition.
Yeah.
How about travels? I mean, I know you went to Germany a couple years ago. Any other ways you're going to broaden your horizons from a travel standpoint? Go anywhere special?
There's always a lot more to see in Europe than just Germany. We've been to Germany twice. We'll probably go back again before it's over with. But seeing more of Europe would be great. And I don't know. You're the one that goes all over the place. Tell me where some good places to take the family.
Well, I loved Indonesia.
Yeah.
But that's a heck of a trip. Australia might be one of the ones that
I went to Australia and
oh yeah, that's right.
I did. Like the first thing I did when me and Rick got together was talk him into letting me use his plane to take all my friends to Australia, which is great. Amy wants to go, and I'd love to go back. So many cool people there we know through V8 Supercar and all that, and Marcus Ambrose and everybody. But
yeah,
so we
Sydney's beautiful.
Made a lot of
beautiful
connections
city.
with people down there, and yeah, it's an amazing country. So Australia is definitely probably my favorite country that I've been to, even over Germany. I think Australia, just something about it.
Yeah.
I thought their whole approach to life,
yes.
they're the way they sort of think about things on a daily basis is really cool.
I would say Italy as well if you like Europe.
Yeah, never been to Italy.
Hey man, thank you.
Yeah,
That was fun.
enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it.
You got it.